It's your buddy, it's your man, yes sir, in the building. Yeah, I'm back at it again. We is in here. Mikey stepped back in the building. NBA draft yesterday. It was funny, my man. I mean, I swear to God. It was funny, my man. A lot of guys that I thought was gonna get drafted didn't even get drafted. It's crazy the competition, man, to get drafted in this league. A lot of people go by the top talent. You in the rank. LA Fitness Warriors. Them guys. LA Fitness Warriors think everybody that come in there and do something crazy, you should be in the league. No, 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 no. And now with the game opening up internationally, the whole mindset has changed on what a player should be. And then with all the stars and talents on a roster, everything's changed on what it can be from an NBA perspective. What does that mean? What I mean is, if you got Damian Lillard, do you need another star? If you got Anthony Simons, do you need another star? You got Shaden Sharp, do you need another star? Do you need a role player? Can't have that many stars on one team. You see, you got to reflect on positions. And I think that's what happened in this draft. Some teams still drafted talent, but other teams drafted positions. We already got our main pieces. We just need some entrees to surround these boys, and maybe we can make a run to the championship. Wake up, smell the coffee, kids. Let's get started with the NBA draft. Your boy, yeah, El Frenchie. To El Frenchie. Nah, I'm gonna kick off the trades. Let's hit you back, man. Boston lands Kristaps Porzingis in the first round. Yes, sir. Marcus Sasser pick guts over there, and then they get a 2024 first round pick. Grizzlies get Marcus Smart. Boy, Marcus Smart and John Moran on the same team. Woo. And then they drafted GG Jackson. I mean, them guys, Memphis, they trying to start 3-6 Mafia. Anyway, Wizards, go ahead and get Tyus Jones, Danilo Gallinari, Mike Muscala, and Julian Phillips. Not bad for the Wizards in those pieces. Danilo Gallinari, if healthy, is dangerous. Porzingis gives a big three for the Celtics. A big three for the Celtics. He's an upgrade if he's healthy. They can be quite deadly. Now, how do they fit him in is going to be the question. Now, Wet Nuggets acquired 29th and 32nd picks. Lakers get Maxwell Lewis. Nuggets picked up Julian Strawther, Jalen Pickett, and Hunter Tyson with the 2024 first round pick. Now, Nuggets for me, I'm not sure why these picks are just straight role players, man. You probably haven't even heard of these guys. These are straight role players. If I was them, I would have went for the best available talent. But you know how teams are. They're like, man, we in it to win it. We can win it again. Let's just run it back with the same squad. That's not necessarily how you have to do it. You have to add on some more meat because other people are adding on more meat. Stupid. But anyway, I digress and let them eat. Pacers, they get Mojave King at number 47. We're going to talk about him real quick. We're not going to go too deep on him. And 2024 first round picks, cash considerations. Thunders get 2029 first round pick. That's all within that Nuggets trade. So Nuggets get 3 picks, and you see who they drafted there. Again, I'm not sure too much about them. Celtics get Jordan Washington, another pick. Again, nice move there. Role player. Bucks get Andre Jackson Jr. Magic get 20. I would have kept that pick if I was the Magic. I'm not sure what they're doing. I was another big athletic talent. Can play multiple roles. I like Andre Jackson, but he goes over to the Milwaukee Bucks. Minnesota trade Leonard Miller, a big pickup from the I believe it's an OT Elite. Spurs get 2026, 2028 second round picks. That's fine. Marcus Sasser, we talk about that. Pistons get Marcus Sasser from the Celtics, so that's the trade. And then Kings deal pick to Mavs. Olivier Maxence Prosper, big athletic talent. Watch out for him. He ends up with the Mavericks. Defensive player, a couple of guys getting older on the defensive end for the Mavericks. Why not get him? I like that pick. That's a good pick for the Mavericks. Pacers, Jarvis Walker. Not bad, right? Jarvis Walker, two-way guy. Okay. Wizards get Bilal Coulibaly, another Frenchman. They like Frenchies, man. They like Frenchies over there in Washington, man. Maybe it's that Germantown stuff, That downtown Germantown. They love it. They love it. Bilal in the air moving with the Wizards. Thunder move up to 10th pick in the draft, and then they get Derek Lively, Kason Wallace. Now let's get into the draft, man. I might as well win the draft. God damn, you talking about trades? I thought they were going to show Chris Paul or something. I mean, Jesus Christ, that was a real deal. But these are draft day trades. By the way, Jordan Poole's moved too. They moved Jordan Poole and get Chris Paul. Now, I don't know if that's a good move. So they obviously picked Draymond over Jordan, which is interesting. Jordan didn't do too well in the playoffs, and they moved him. Not sure I like it. Let's get into the draft. You can see the big Frenchie was number 1, Victor Wembanyama. We'll see what he can bring to the table. We know big guys always worried about the foot, the pain in the foot. My foot, my aching foot. Oh, we out. Oh, ow. Victor comes over from France, one of the highly rated prospects in the NBA in a generation, allegedly. Can do a lot of good things, is skilled. To me, no offense, I think Bobo may be a little bit more athletic, but this guy has a better skill set than him. He's actually a little bit taller than him, or maybe same size. It's going to be interesting to see what he brings to the table. He's played big minutes. That's another big thing, right? That's key. With a guy his size, let's see what he brings, okay? Not a bad player to pick up. I'm not sure he's generational. We'll see. I think he can be solid if he remains healthy. 237 on the way to 7'4". He's a frail little thing. He's going to have to get some weight and figure out where he plays. And they put him at center. I'm not sure he plays that. I know he's 7'4", but with that weight. Brandon Miller at number 2. Let's check that out real quick. I'll move quickly through these, man. Allegedly, Paul George fan plays, tries to play that Paul George type ball. Remember his height, though, 6'9", 200, slighter frame. Everyone's saying should have went with Scoot Henderson. I think 6'3" guards and under are commodity now. There's so many out there. You could just rush them up and put them in. I'm good with this pick. Brandon Miller has a bigger upside, in my opinion, better than Scoot. Now, Scoot may surprise me. Again, I haven't seen his speed against elite size, but people are talking about this like, the Hornets should have made a better move. But, I'm going to show y'all something real quick, man, because this is the real deal. This step back, man. The NBA Dallas Adonis when it comes to analyzing basketball and talent. Now, that's what I am. Let's get in here. No one matches me. Even with 25, 35 subscribers, I'm telling you, they cannot match me. I know talent. I can look at you and tell what kind of talent you are. Okay? 5-10 games, I got you locked in. Let's look at the talent on the Charlotte Hornets and understand the real piece of this. Okay? Let's look at that roster. So my issue is they're already pretty much guard heavy. They already have some talented guards who I think are actually better than your boy. All right. Look at James Bouknight. Didn't play much. Definitely a bigger talent to me, scoring threat than Scoot Henderson. Or similar. Bouknight's already there. You got Kelly Oubre Jr. who plays a shooting guard position, a defensive guy, long, can dunk. Can do a lot of things. Sorry, it's can dunk. That's stupid. But he has a good skill set. Terry Rozier is 6'2", shooting guard. Again, this guy is still 29 years old. Was injured last year. Let's see how he comes along. Kobe Simmons is added to the roster. Dennis Smith Jr., another 6'2" guard. They're talking about they need another freaking guard here, like Scoot Henderson. Over these guys, I'm telling you right now, I don't think Scoot Henderson is better than Dennis Smith Jr. I know Kobe Simmons. I've seen him in Arizona. I know his talent. I think he's a talented guard if he got the opportunity. Just came in the wrong time, and now he's stuck trying to hurdle salaries. It's going to be tough for him. He's going to be out the league. That's just the way it is. He's hurling salaries. If he came in at a high pick, they would have been forced to play him. Now he's a second rounder or undrafted, and boom, Terry Rozier, big contract. Still a talented player. I think Terry Rozier off the back is more talented than Scoot Henderson. Go ahead and neg me if you want. Go watch some old Terry Rozier. All right? Let's keep going. And we look at the other, James Bouknight, definitely a bigger talent. And then you got your boy LaMelo Ball. I mean, to me, Cody Martin's still there, shooting guard position. Bryce McGowan is another. I forgot about Bryce. Bryce is still there. They're loaded at the guard position. So what does Scoot Henderson do better than all these guys? I mean, potentially, like I said, I think you got a less athletic Donovan Mitchell. Okay, that's a big talent. That's a big talent if he can put that together and get the minutes. Okay, a less athletic Donovan Mitchell. So that could be exciting. That could be exciting. You pair him, you know, a little bit more explosive than the other guys that I just talked about, than the Rosier, than the Book Knight. You know, Dennis Smith Jr. That's going to be questionable, big time athlete. But having a Donovan Mitchell on your team, okay, I'll give you that. Could be something deadly. But having a Paul George makes a lot more sense. Look at that small forward help, man. Xavier Sneed, I'm just listening to them. Gordon Hayward is always injured. All right, LiAngelo Ball is listed on this roster for some reason, but maybe he makes it. But I'm just telling you. I know Kelly peruses in there sometimes. Oubre as a small forward. They got the best fit. Best fit was Brandon Miller, and the best upside is Brandon Miller. Good pickup for them, real deep. Let's keep going, man. Let's keep running through it. A number 3 pick was Scoot Henderson. This is some I don't think makes sense to me. Okay, I don't think it makes sense to me here. But I mean, he's getting so much buzz. I guess you just got to draft him. 6'2", 195. Scoot Henderson adds onto the Trailblazers roster that's, to me, already loaded at the guard position. So when you look at the Portland Trailblazers and you add this kid in here, Greg Brown, Eubanks, Jeremy Grant, Josh Hart, Keon Johnson's already there at the guard position. Skylar Mays, I think, is talented, but off the bench, third, fourth guard. Gary Payton II, I thought he was traded back. He's traded back, so he's older. Justin Winslow hasn't really come back, but still 27 years old from the hip injury, really killed him. You got your 2 stars and Simons and Sharp. So I guess in that retrospect, do they have somebody coming off the bench that could really dog this team out? No. So I guess what? I think it's a good move. I think it's a good move for them and getting Scoot Henderson now. Just looking at this roster, there's not enough guard support. I think he landed where he needed to land. Because I think Shaden's going to play a lot of 2 and 3, and Anthony Simon's going to do 2 and 1. So you add Scoot in there, and he can do 1 and 2, and he can be a solid, high-level backup to Dame and Anthony Simons. Good pickup for them, and he'll get minutes. That's the other thing. He'll get big minutes. For Scooty Henderson. Let's keep going. Amen Thompson, the Thompson brothers, I tell you, I'm so intrigued by this, guys. The first guy goes over to a situation where he's going to be surrounded. I think this guy did themselves a big service. I'm a big Kevin Porter Jr. fan. To me, I think they did themselves a great service. And I think in this NBA, you need to load up 2, 3 deep in every position because injuries are that crazy. Injuries are that crazy. You need to load up 2, 3 times on a position. Hopefully this shit's still on. Am I talking? 1, 2. Yeah. I don't think I'm on. Am I on? No internet. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. At least that my voice is going. Let's check this connection real quick, my fellas. Yo, let me see something. That's connected. It was good. Okay, there we go. All right, so back to it. I think, let's just go depth chart. That makes it easier to look at. So Kevin Porter Jr. is there. Deshaun Nix. They're kind of loaded here, right? Kenyon Martin Jr. and Jason Tate, I feel like at the small forward position. They traded Garrison Matthews, I believe, which was stupid. Josh Christopher is there. Okay. So you add on Amen Thompson, who could maybe slide in at that point guard position. That is not solid heel right now. Deshaun Nix is also a backup there. Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen. You could easily see a lineup of a Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green, and an Amen Thompson mixed in with a Jabari and Algura Sagan. You can see that open spot. Kenyon Martin Jr. is slated at the second place role or second string role. Big talent. Not sure if he's a star in this league because he's a tweener. He's really improved on his jump shot, though. I mean, Kenyon Martin Jr. has made great strides. But is he your first lineup guy at small forward? At power forward, he's Sean Marion-esque. I mean, you could play. To me, I like Kenyon better than Jabari. But Jabari is long and does a lot of different things. Really, really strong defensively as far as his direct disruptions because of his length. I think Kenyon's a better defender, but again, that's there. Terry Easton can also slot in a guy that's trying to find a role for himself, a sleeper pick that could easily be a starter. But there's a lot of talent here. I think Amen is perfect here, guys. I mean, honestly, Eric Gordon, I believe, is left. So, this is filling in some holes. Ty Washington's there. I get it with Tate and Christopher. But you could rotate those guys through those three positions, and depending on how much big, small ball you want to play, amen to that draft pick. That was a good pickup for me. I think that was solid. I'm going to do that a solid. Detroit Pistons, I'm just going to go Osur Thompson, added in. They're another team that they had talent, they moved talent. Just a weird situation there in Detroit. It really is to me. Again, small forward, right? They can slide him in there. You got Knox, you got Diallo there, Bagley. They actually levered down on talent when they made a lot of trades. So filling up the bank doesn't seem bad here. He's gonna play more than his brother. Maybe, depending on the trades, depending on the current roster situation. But he's also going to have to lobby and levy against two of the biggest stars in the NBA. So he's going to have to pay third fiddle, just as his brother's going to have to pay a certain fiddle, even though they're high draft picks. But they make sense. They make sense from a position perspective because you can utilize them in so many different ways. To me, these were amazing picks in the draft. Anthony Black, this is just a no to me. I don't understand it. They gave him an A. I don't. Let's get to the Magic roster and really understand what's good with this, man. Because when I look at the Orlando Magic and this piece and this roster, to me, Markelle Fultz is solid, man, but he's been injured. I think you got Markelle Fultz. Now, the passing ability of Black supersedes all of these guys. Okay? Ross is gone, by the way. Suggs hasn't really played that much. You got Cole Anthony. They keep talking about moving these guys. I'm not necessarily sure you need to move him with what you got as backup. RJ Hampton is gone, I believe. I believe he is. I may be wrong. So, to me, Suggs stays and Anthony stays. And you got a starting lineup of a Black and a Fultz. And a Fultz moves to more of the shooting guard role. I'm not sure this is not a bad role for him. Okay. Franz Wagner still up, Paolo Banchero, and then Wendell Carter Jr. Does Jonathan Isaac return to form? Caleb Houston. I think if I got my power forward, is really a shooting guard. Bo is there. How does he fit in? He can't play him full time because of injuries, but super talent. Mo Wagner's still there. Okay, with France. Think you keep them all, guys. I mean, they keep talking about making a move. Why? You keep Suggs, you keep Manfred, you add in Black, see where he fits in, either coming off the bench or starting. It makes sense there. Black, certainly an okay pick. Not liking the pick, not liking who they picked up. Thought they could have done a little bit better. Thought they could actually add a true shooting guard to the tail with Terrence Ronscott, maybe Cam Whitmore situation. Big time athlete, really add a big time star to that team. But, guy that can pass the ball like Black doesn't come along too often. You see what Tyrese Halliburton is doing, so it makes sense for them. It makes a lot of sense for them to make this move. So we're gonna leave it at that. Let's keep keep moving in. Washington, Bilal Kalali. Again, he was, he was kind of riding off the coattails of your boy. What's his name? Boyanyata, but he's a big talent as well defensively. So I don't think this is a bad move for Washington with Kalali. Jarris Walker via Wizards, again, solid player, solid contributor. He's gonna be a dark horse get to work guy, man. I mean, that's what he is. Jarris Walker is gonna be I gotta put the work in type of guy for the squad. So it's gonna be interesting to see how things play out for him. I really am excited for this team, but I think this is a big opportunity for Jarris to really make things happen. Taylor Hendricks, UCF, first, in the first round, Hendricks a prototypical 3-and-D player. Not bad defensively, adds on to that roster for help on the defensive end. I think on that front. Utah did well. I'm not gonna go too deep into their roster. Indiana is actually a sleeper. I skipped them too fast. They got a lot of little talent there. Okay, watch out for them on a come up as a sleeper team. If you're not trained up to really match up with them, they're gonna really dust you. Look at this roster: Tyrese Halliburton. I like Andrew Nemhart. Big season for him. They got him at shooting guard. I think Chris Duarte is slowly working. Benedict Mathurin working. Buddy Hield's probably on his way out. Benedict Mathurin moves into that. And then you kind of lose out here at the power forward and center position. Okay. And that's kind of where Jazz Walker plays into it. I'm gonna again Taylor Hendricks, solid defensive guy. Okay, big leaper, big jumper, big defender. Kason Wallace here, a little too early, a little too early for Kason Wallace. Not sure they need him. Not sure they need him, but sometimes the draft gets to a point where you just figure out, okay, who's what we need the most, and that's all they did here. Oklahoma City's pretty much loaded all over. So I'm not sure how he fits in anywhere with the squad. Okay, it's gonna be a solid backup, but they got Trey Man. They got a lot of little talent back there. So I'm not sure how this plays into it. I'm not sure, but they get case on. They go with a safe pick. I would have gave that a B, C, excuse me, a C minus at a maximum. Orlando Magic, Jet Howard, interesting. Yeah, C is exactly right. Not sure what they saw in him, but Grady Dick would have been an amazing pickup for this squad, but they go with Jet, who's tall, 6'8". Guess they saw something there. Jawan Howard said, "You don't know what you're missing," so they went with him. And I showed you the lineup just before. They're guard heavy. They add on another bigger guard who could actually play the small forward position. So we got to see how that runs. Derek Lively to the Mavericks via the Thunder. I love this pickup. They needed a big, strong, big man, and they finally got one. Exciting pickup. Okay. I really like this as a rim protector. They need this. They lost this. They lost this years ago. Now they got it back. Derek Lively is probably gonna have the most success early on because of the situation he's in with that squad and the need. Okay, Toronto Grady Dick. Okay, very, 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 very big time player. Can shoot the hell out of the ball. Um, we'll see how he runs. We'll see how Grady Dick runs with the squad. Jordan Hawkins picked up. Let's go ahead and look at that. Let's go ahead. Let me give him some respect. Let me go into the boys up there in Toronto land and Drake land. And let's see. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. He's gonna have a tough. They're gonna have to make some moves. Okay. You see what happens? I mean, this is when you mess up the draft and you just go for the best available talent. Who really needed him? I think New Orleans would have loved him, but they got Jordan Hawkins. They had a guard similar to him before. What's that dude's name? He's on the Minnesota Timberwolves now. Nick Alexander Walker, I believe it is. Very similar. They're hyped up because he's getting drafted, but he's very similar. This is just a head scratcher. Kobe Buffkin. I'm not. I'm lost. I don't. Atlanta. I'm not sure what you're doing. All right, and they could have used Grady Dick. I mean, that's when Kevin Herter lost. I think they lost a lot. I think Grady Dick was an awesome pickup for them there in Atlanta. I would have tried to make some moves to move up to get him. Utah Jazz Keontae George is another big player here. Okay, grade B, solid for them. Shofino gets over there, but he's a point guard. They already got so many point guards. Not sure what they're doing, guys. Honestly, I mean, on a serious note, I'm checking for my Amazon thing. On a serious note, I'm not sure what they're doing. Jamie Jaquez Jr. to Miami. Everyone's saying it's a great pickup. I do think it's good, but you look at Miami's roster, bro. I mean, they're loaded at guys like this. So, looks like it was just draft talk. They're so loaded. Victor comes back. Does he really come back? I think he's may have been got traded. I'm not sure. Let me look up Victor Oladipo. That was a missing piece, by the way, for them this year. Okay. That was the missing piece. I believe he got traded though. I think that was the missing piece. And if they can get him back healthy, you know, Jaquez will come in. I mean, Max Strus is there. I don't think too happy with him, but season Max Strus is amazing. In the season, in the playoffs, he dies down a lot. He's had 2 years, so that's the way they feel. I guarantee you. Bam Adebayo's there. Caleb Martin. I would have tried to solid up that power forward center position if I was them, but they went with Jaquez, and they got a lot there already. These multifaceted players. I think he'll come in, but everyone's screaming, "Great pick, awesome, da 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 da." But they already got so many of types like him, but he's gonna do a lot of dirty work. So we'll see with Jaquez and that pickup. Not too happy with it. Not gonna lie. 19 comes in. Brandon Podescott. Just crazy move. I mean, why? I'm lost. Yeah, I'm gonna skip. I don't know what to say. I mean, I just don't know what they're doing here. Golden State. I guess they're in hey, too much talent didn't work out for us, right? You got Moses Moody, you got Kuminga. I think Warriors are saying we had too much talent. Then they trade Jordan Poole, which I thought was a little bit of a blunder. He's kind of made the third splash, but I'm not sure why they did that. But maybe he wanted out with the Draymond situation. I'm not sure. But this is certainly not a great move on the part of Golden State Warriors. One of their worst picks, in my opinion, that I've seen over the years. Cam Whitmore, Houston, big time move. Again, add more athletes. That's great. They're already 2-guard heavy, but this type of athlete, you'll fit him in. You'll find a way to play him. Looks like he had an injury issue, allegedly. So that was the problem. That was the problem. Some injury that he allegedly had. So we got to see what that's about and how that plays into. He's definitely will be coming off the bench if he's injured. So it may be good for him to be a good role player. 21. I love this pickup though. Cam Whitmore. Houston is probably one of the most athletic teams in the league right now. Okay. I want to see Garuba go and get a bigger big though inside. A little bit more of an athlete, a little bit more of a shot blocker. I don't think you have that in Jabari by himself. I think that's what you need, and Kenyon is certainly there. But big 7'1", a lively type would be something to answer the question defensively. Cam Whitmore definitely will help with that. Big body, he's going to play defense well. Noah Clowney from Alabama, not bad, but at 21, not sure. Derek Whitehead, I like this pickup. Really nice pickup, 6'6", solid 3-and-D player. At this point, go for the best available. They did, even with the injury, the foot injury. He's still a base Jersey boy. He's from Jersey. He's from Newark. So Brooklyn, obviously, I think there's a relationship there, right? Even though it's the Brooklyn Nets, Jersey Nets used to be there. You pick up your boy Derek, and I think he's going to be a solid 6'6", 6'7" contributor. Can do a lot of things well for a squad, okay? 23, Chris Murray, what a shame. He goes there. I mean, he can shoot, at least. He can stretch it. That's the issue. I'm not. I think I'm just mad he went to this team because there's no burn from Jeremy Grant and Little and Shaden will also play. I'm not sure he's a power forward. I'm scratching my head on this one, to be honest with you. Dallas Mavericks, Olivier Max Prosper, big athletic being 25. You saw Marcus Sasser get over from Houston, big time scorer. Ben Shepherd from Belmont, interesting shooter again. All around player. Indiana adds him for the hey, we're clean model. You know what I mean? I don't like it. Ben Shepherd, I don't like it here. More shooting. Nick Smith Jr. is going to a loaded guard situation there. They're gonna have to make some moves. Went too many guards heavies in Charlotte. He was crying. He was happy. Nick, I'm telling you the truth. You'd have been more happy if you'd have went one more pick down to Utah. One more pick down to Utah would have made more sense for you. They're in a rebuild. Charlotte, way too many guards, and they added a big guard earlier, didn't they? They added a guard earlier on Charlotte, so I'm sorry to Brandon Miller. Not a bad draft from a position perspective. Maybe they can move him somewhere, and Nicky, but they're guard heavy already. Utah again, Ben, whatever. Whatever. I guess he can do it all. Strong player. Julius Strada can really shoot and good side, but he's a liability in defense. The difference for him and Denver Nuggets, Julian Strother. Another shooter. Los Angeles, Kobe Brown. This is the kind of move that team does for financial, but they just took a good player in general. He's almost a football frame and made a nice jumper. Kobe Brown, Missouri, big muscle head, man. He gets over to the Clippers. They don't draft too well, guys. I'm sorry. After the little era they had with the top players, it's not really. Yeah, I got silent because I'm looking at James Najaji from Nigeria at 31. I'm like, what the Jalen Pickett? I mean, this just started coming out with no names. People that people really don't know about unless you're really, really watching college basketball. I mean, I'm lost. Okay, I'm lost. But Charlotte got him another center. They just added a center last year from Duke. I'm lost. Mark, whatever his name is, right? From Duke. Now they added another center. They already got one back there. So just head scratchers. Jalen Pickett, head scratcher. Leonard Miller, at least a talent. Okay, Kobe Jones, solid, but again, scratching my head. Julian Phillips, scratch my head. Look at that stat though. You see what I just saw there? Highest vert. Okay, so he must be that big of an athlete. He listed the highest vert. So I didn't see that. Let's see something real quick. I bet this Bass only got one dunk. Okay. Let's see something.
Julian Phillips held his pro day in California last week and has been getting some encouraging feedback. Phillips, a 6'8" freshman wing out of Tennessee, is coming off an impressive NBA Draft Combine performance.
He's 6'8".
Both the highest vertical at 43 inches and the standing vertical jump at 35 inches on day one of the combine. Phillips is your typical long, lanky, athletic defender that has a ton of offensive upside to his game. He still needs to work to.
Wasn't fluid enough. Wasn't fluid enough. I don't know what these guys are doing, man. I mean, I don't know what to say here. Chicago Bulls. I just messed up my CBS Sports, but I don't. Got Derrick Jones Jr. I mean, whatever. Uh, put him in. See if it makes sense. See if you can get some from him. I mean, I don't know what to say about this pickup here. To me, didn't make much sense. I'm gonna continue on. It's already at the 57 mark. Um, don't know. Andre Jackson, like this one here. Big athletic player that they need that. Great pickup from Milwaukee. I think they need some athleticism. They were able to get that in Jackson, who's a in-game dunker versus a vertical type of guy. So I like in-game guys versus the guys that do it with the freaking TP on the top of a tree. In-game gets more respect from my end. Hunter Tyson. Okay, Oklahoma City Thunder. Sacramento Kings get Jordan Walsh. Atlanta Hawks, Mohamed Gee. B minus. Okay, Washington State. Again, not sure with these pickups. Maxwell Lewis, big range. I like this pickup for Los Angeles. A big time shooter, small forward. I like what he can bring to the table. Look, Maxwell Lewis is solid, guys. This is a good role player. This is a good pickup in the second round. This makes sense. This makes sense. And shout outs to this. Okay, what's he doing here? Okay. Good move. Solid. You don't need something too flashy. Solid. Okay, intense. Looks like it has some Jalen Hood-Schifino. Just a stupid move by the Lakers, guys. Really, really stupid. Really stupid. Yeah. Maxwell is a better fit than Jalen Hood-Schifino. Let's keep going. All right. Charlotte Amari Bailey, another guard added, another guard added for Charlotte. I'm assuming trades coming. I'm assuming they're gonna move somebody. Just too many guards, guys. Washington Wizards, Tristan Javigovic, another Serbian guy that I have no clue about, but it's always these guys that surprise you. Didn't hear much about them, but we shall see. Washington Wizards add some size. Portland Trailblazers, Ryan Rupert, yeah, big star. Okay, out of La France. He's solid, can play defensively, 6'6", 6'7". Solid pickup. Get him off the bench. City Sissoko. Okay. Creating defender. That's the key thing with him. Okay. City Sissoko, good athlete too. Memphis Grizzlies, I mean, they get Gregory Jackson that late, not bad. Former number one recruit, as they say there. Memphis, but man, he thugged out too. I mean, they got a whole thug roster. They got freaking him, Smart, and Jalen John Moran. Lord have mercy. But hey, he's solid. Can be good backup power forward. Atlanta Hawks, Seth Lundy, interesting there. Again, out of nowhere, why waste a pick? Mojave could have went with Amani Bates there, Atlanta. I mean, this is so many other guys that you could go get. Not sure why they did this. King of Samoa was hard most during that, but he wound up going. I would say he has a size to be a common defensive wing. And okay, I mean, I don't know about this kid, Mojave King, Jordan Miller. We're a 5-year college player coming off a career year, goes to the Clippers, 3-and-D. Hopefully he can make a roster, play a couple years, and then see you later in Europe. Imani Bates, they got a C+. To an NBA, but his skinny frame and milling defensive make project him to the next level more difficult. So bad defense is the key thing with Imani. Gets a good opportunity there in Cleveland, though. He should play some ball there and long, tall. Hopefully he can recoup some of that status that he had coming out as one of the top prospects coming into the draft until he got moved from Memphis. So, Imani, shout outs to you. I think this is a good. He landed in the perfect spot. Oklahoma City, Keontae Johnson, interesting. Okay, solid. But after this, man, there was nothing to write home about. Nothing. Straight role players. Jalen Wilson, solid polished player. Okay. Let's look at Jalen Wilson. Let's see if there's something I'm missing there. Because a lot of these guys I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. Let's just peek at this guy. They all look the same now. I just can't really tell. Okay, solid role player. I mean, you need that. Okay, works hard. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm not seeing much. 6'6", 6'8" wing, older guy. I'll continue. You go for the best available talent at that range. I mean, why not? Toumani Camara from Dayton. Jalen Clark from UCLA. Again, you continue to see these. Again, there's so much talent. Isaiah Wong went this far down. What a product and what a good pickup for Washington. They're going to be very happy with Wong. I skipped over Jalen Salsas. I'm sorry. I mean, I just don't know why he even got drafted there. Washington Wizards, Isaiah Wong was a good pickup. Tariq, I mean, again, where are you coming from, these players? Trey Jackson Davis went that late in the draft. Golden State, great pickup. Okay. Play power forward, love him. Good pickup for the Golden State Warriors, a sleeper pick. And last pick, but not least, is Chris Livingston. But it's almost like they wasted draft picks at the end. There's so much talent in the NBA. Like, whatever. He's not a guaranteed contract. Whatever. Chris used to be a high rated player in Livingston. Yeah, that's how sad it is. I'm gonna focus in on Livingston and everyone else that would just pass through. I mean, used to be a high draft pick, so he's solid. Looks like he's gonna be playing some good role plays. NBA draft workout. Let's see if there's a workout here. Because when you're not even in the, he probably even think he's gonna get drafted. Let's just be honest. He didn't even think he's gonna get drafted. You know. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. There's a lot of talent in the offseason, guys. I mean, I won't lie. Yeah, Scoot Henderson and me. Yeah. Donovan Mitchell. I don't see much there. Yeah. This was the draft, guys. Do you see how I just ended this, man? I'm gonna end this video. Wasn't much there. 41 minutes in it. I didn't see much of anything. And congratulations to the draftees. I think there'll be some sleeper talents in here, but really it was like a whatever draft. Thompson twins look promising. Cam Whitmore looks promising. Other than that, guys, I'm gonna sign off here. Your boy step back. Signing off. Draft was like, meh. I mean, that's what I said. This draft, meh. I'm gone. Peace.